You think that was intense? Wait until you see what happens when I take this $400 vest to the limit in GT7 in VR. It's your boy Roxalo, and today we're finding out if the Woojer Vest 4 is a game changer for VR racing, or if it's just an expensive vibrating massage vest. In this video, we break down the unboxing and then jump into the raw live test with both SimHub and then plug and play, all while using no HUD and the Race Engineer app to give the most F1 style immersion. But stick around, after the track, we're doing a rapid fire review of 3 other games to see if this vest can find its rhythm or if it's just a horror show. I'm going into this with high expectations and zero mercy. If it doesn't provide the wow factor with immersions to match the price tag, I'm calling it out. Let's get this box open and see what's on the inside, and then after that we'll jump to the raw, live first impressions. Now, this thing does look high quality, and I would hope so, because I plan on using it quite a bit. The fabric looks really durable. See, the stitching is high quality. Now, it says one size fits all, and if you can't tell, I'm not exactly a small fella. For the website, these here are called transducers, but what they are is subwoofers that you wear. There's 6 of them, 2 on the front, 2 on the side, 2 on the back. Now what it does is it takes the bass and the low frequencies of the game and turns them into vibrations against your body. So if you play Gran Turismo in VR like I do, you won't just be seeing the world, you'll be feeling the world. You'll be feeling the engine room, you will be feeling the gear shifting, you will feel gravel traps, you will feel the curbs. As I said before, I'm not exactly a small fella. When they say this one size fits all, this does fit pretty well. And it's very, very light. It's lighter than a backpack. The one thing I would question is the heat. The battery pack is literally on my back, and it's pretty large. For those of you who play in VR, you know that the PSVR2 gets you hot on its own because there's lack of ventilation in the front. Also, I use the T598 for my steering wheel, and the entire servo base is a heat sink. Heat just comes flowing off of it, so I have a fan blowing on me the entire time I'm playing, so maybe I won't notice it. And off of a single charge you get 6 to 8 hours of gameplay, which I would say is more than enough, especially if you play in VR. One of the features that I think is really nice is that it's a plug and play. You don't necessarily need SimHub in order to run this. Now, from what I understand, SimHub would make it a bit more precise, but this is the only thing out there right now that's plug and play. Even though it's plug and play, you'll still need to download the Woojer app. This will let you set the intensity and the volume. So, I'm going to take this off, I'm going to plug it up and let it charge, and once it's charged, I'm going to go ahead and give it for a test run. Look, unboxing this gear is one thing, but seeing if it actually translates to lap times is another. If you want to see the live raw review, join me Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on this channel. No scripts, no HUD. Just me, the PSVR2, and this vest at the limit. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss the moment we find out if this is the real deal or just noise. Well, I definitely feel.
Listen, Silo, P4 now, don't give up.
I feel the gear shift. Okay, dude. So there's a definite punch when the gears are shifting.
You're in the podium fight, P3.
The whole thing rumbles when you're in the gravel pit.
Now in P5.
I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that. I felt that, but it was really delayed. Some of the curbs you feel, and some of them you don't. It's weird. I'm gonna give my honest opinion so far. I can feel the gear shifts. It's really punchy. Some of the curbs, when I run over them, I'll get the rumble on the side that I'm running over. Some of the curves I'm getting nothing from. With these settings on SimHub, I've got everything else turned off, because apparently if you got the engine on, if you got revs and all that, it bleeds together. SimHub, I'm just going to do the basics and see what I can feel. The gear shift punch is a nice addition. By the way, this is my first time using this in Gran Turismo 7. I heard it's really great for games that are music games like the Beat Sabers. You can also just listen to music with it, which I did. I've done that. That's pretty cool for bass heavy music. But for Gran Turismo 7, that's my niche that my channel is all about. Is I want to have the most immersive experience and share that with everyone. Now, they did give me 10% commission on anyone who uses my code, and you'll get a 10% discount. But that being said, I'm still gonna give an honest opinion, and so far it's not giving me the wow factor yet. The thing I was concerned about before using it was the heat. Heat's not bothering me. It's also muffling my chat to speech for some reason. Because that's the thing I want to focus on most. It's awareness. That's the one drawback from the VR. When you go to Bathurst and you go up the mountain, you got to be super close to the walls, and it's so close you need to know where you are, and you do if you feel the tires hitting curves. I can feel that with my T598 a little bit. I would like to be able to like really feel it. So that's what I'm mostly focusing on, is awareness. With the SimHub part, with when I plug and play, I'm gonna get it all. I'll see how that works.
We will be waiting for you.
Have you ever been to the mall and they got those reclining chairs that put $1 in for a back massage? Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Today you will take off at P2 out of 16. A silo slipped to P3.
It's just a constant rumble. I mean, with SimHub I was getting something, but with the plug and play, I'm getting a massage, kinda. So I guess after a long days of work, it ain't so bad. You get a little massage in. I can't consciously tell people for GT7 to spend the money on this. I'm still going to try it out with Metal Hellsinger. I don't think this is a bad product. I just think that it's not a good match for Gran Turismo. There is a lot of noise, like wind. I think that's the main thing. Sometimes when I'm playing, I can hear the wind, and I think that's what I'm picking up on. And then you got the engine rumble, you got all that, and it just ends up being a constant vibration where you're not immersed. You're not feeling the curves. Still feel the gear shifts. But that's it. I gotta keep my integrity and I guess throw that commission out the window, because I can't be telling people to purchase this for Gran Turismo. It's nice when you're listening to music, not $400 nice, to be honest. I'll try it with some other games, but my channel is for GT7. I'll make a final review video, and when I do, I'm gonna try out other games first, so I can put that note at the end what I think it works with. But it's not a good match for Gran Turismo 7. Next game to test, the Midnight Walk, a beautiful Tim Burton type world that is a PSVR2 staple, but it's got the same issues as GT7, lots of noise. The game's audio mix is messy. This vest is a nightmare. It just vibrates constantly like static. Avoid this one with the vest. This is where the fun started. Metal Hellsinger is a rhythm first-person shooter designed to feel like Doom in virtual reality. Shooting, reloading, and dashing in sync with the beat is crucial to success. Shooting on the beat and feeling that bass thumping in my chest, it turned the game into a physical experience. And I was having an absolute blast. Now we have to talk about Madison VR. Most people say PSVR2 shines in horror because of those OLED blacks, but adding the Woojer Vest, it's a different level of terror. I don't scare easy, but this game scares the living shit out of me. Why isn't this being marketed to horror fans? Finally, I felt the $400 wow factor. So here's the bottom line. If you're a 100% Gran Turismo 7 driver looking for a competitive edge or more immersion in VR, save your $400 and buy a better load cell pedal or a shifter. It's just too noisy of a game. But if you live for VR horror and rhythm games, this might be the most immersive thing you can buy. I've got a 10% discount code in the description, but after today, you know exactly who should use it and who should stay away. The choice is yours. I'm Rob Salo, and I'll see you on the next track.